So plenty for the Turkish side to think about. Not a great first half for them, conceding 3 goals, conceding fouls all over the place. Penalties going to Brazil. 3 given, 1 converted by Gabriel da Silva to add to the earlier goals by Jefferson after 3 minutes and Ricardinho some 10 minutes later to give Brazil that 3-0 advantage as we start the second half of the men's football five-a-side. Brazil against Turkey at the Riverbank Arena here at the Olympic Park. Hussein Uslu, the man who hit the ground after that tackle. Ricardinho, the man with his foot in the wrong place. Three-man Brazilian wall with Ramazan Kunduz as well. Jefinho policed all the way by the big Brazilian number 6 Kunduz. Ricardinho Nonato with the Brazilian corner. Oslo, the Turkish defender. Good effort by Ricardinho. Plenty more five-a-side football to come if you're a fan of this game, and certainly an interesting encounter next between France and China. France drawing against Brazil in their first game. China pasting Turkey by 4-0. Spain against Iran follows that, and finally today on the five-a-side football program is going to be Argentina against Great Britain. Expect a tussle between the two respective skippers. Velo, who scored 2 goals for Argentina, and the veteran British skipper David Clarke, who scored a cracker the other day. He's got something like 140 goals to his name in this form of five-a-side football at international level. But still time to play in this match between Turkey and Brazil, and that was a good run by Kubetoglu of Turkey. Unlucky not to make contact with the ball in the final part of that run. Ismail Kok is the man in goal for the Turkish side. This is Yücel Kaya, the Turkish coach, with plenty to say to his team, who are trailing by 3-0. Nonato for Brazil. Still Nonato. Terrific run by the number 8. Another trademark run from Ricardinho. He's got to look at the great Brazilian Kaká about him when he moves at pace with the ball. Somewhat deceptively fast. Brazil not only Paralympic champions for the last 2 games in Athens and Beijing, also world champions. In fact, that's what qualified them for this event, winning the World Championships in Hereford here in England 2 years ago. Helped by the likes of this man, Jafinho. Very nearly walking the ball into that Turkish net. Ricardinho inside the box. That's going to run harmlessly to Koch in the Turkish goal. Chance for Turkey to make some ground. Kubitoglu. Casio Reyes shepherding that ball out. So a change coming for Turkey. Güçlü going off the field of play. Ali Kavdar coming back on. Played in the first half. Donato hassled all the way by Hossein Uzlu. Jafinho easily past Kubitoglu. Well, I think the crowd thought that one had gone in. Certainly looked like it from some angles. Wasn't far off. Jefferson de Conceição, Gonçalves, better known by his footballing name of Jafinho. Slightly muggy morning here in London, not as warm as it was the other day when we were watching the five-a-side football. May warm up later, we understand, but very slightly chilly, bit of a drizzle as well on the Riverbank Arena. It's going to get to about 14 degrees a bit later on. Nice temperature for football. Perhaps slightly chilly for some of the watching crowd. Casio Reyes coming up from defense. Terrific effort by the imperious defender. Loves to amble forward from time to time. Good tackler as well. Kubitoglu, the man on the attack there for Turkey. Donato's got Jafinho on the far side. It's terrific play by Jafinho. Knows he's being chased all the way by Ali Kavdar. Why not bring in Ricardinho? Kavdar again, making the most of his strength. Ricardinho. And at the moment you have to say this is all Brazil. We're seeing some terrific players in this five-a-side football tournament. Certainly on this Brazilian side, the likes of Jefinho on the ball and Ricardinho. But elsewhere in other games, sterling performances by David Clark of Britain. Zheng Wenfa of China, who scored 2 goals in their defeat of Turkey the other day. Silvio Velo, the Argentine captain, a man to watch. He scored 2 goals in their win over Iran in their opening Pool A match. 41 years of age, combative forward everywhere on this pitch. These guys, the stars of this game so far after the opening pool games. So a timeout being called, chance for the coaches to reassess, to see exactly how their sides are doing, re-emphasize a few matters, far more for the Brazilians to talk to, a Turkish team, I beg your pardon, to talk about than the Brazilian side, who are strolling to a victory at the moment, 3-0. Some superb goals from the likes of Jefinho early on, Ricardinho on 13 minutes, chipping the Turkish goalkeeper Ismail Koch with some aplomb. And then Gabriel da Silva coming on and powering that penalty into the top corner just before half-time. 3-0 the latest. We have 15 minutes to go. Plenty for Turkey to think about. Looks like there's a bit of drizzle coming down on the crowd. There was certainly some this morning when I was walking near the venue in the Olympic Park. Slightly dingy morning. You can see the lights on as well. Mr. Travellino just checking all the blindfolds of the respective players to make sure everybody has exactly the same handicap in this game. And if you're wondering why it is slightly quiet, it's because the crowd have been told to stay quiet. That's what happened in this game. So the players can actually hear the ball. It has ball bearings in. You'll hear it rattling around. They depend on that sound and the sound, of course, of their teammates telling them what's going on.
Substitution for Turkey, leaving the field number 7, Mujahid Hussein Uslu, replaced by 10, Ibrahim Usul.
So Azum making his first appearance in this game for the Turkish side. Certainly the Turkish coach Yücel Kaya hasn't much to lose when it comes to changing up his side, given that they're 3-0 down and somewhat being outclassed by this superb Brazilian side, who have settled down nicely after that first awkward encounter with the battling French team. Certainly Jefinho having a far better game today. Ricardinho played well the other day, but he's been quite superb today with this close ball skill in the middle of the park. Nonato on the near side wing as well. Casio Reyes at the back. All of them with the ability to run through this tough tackling Turkish side, who've already conceded penalties in the first half. This is Nonato. Solid brick wall of Turkish defenders. The unmistakable bulk of Ali Kavdar, the number 5 there, getting stuck in. Kubitoglu's the number 9. Kunduz, not averse to putting his boot in as well. He's now got Jefinho to cope with. Not many can. This is a terrific run by the man who was a star 4 years ago in Beijing. A rare Turkish foray thanks to that fast throw by Ismail Kok in the Turkish goal. Superb pass to the man who loves to go on this run and loves to score as well, and it comes no better than that from Jefinho. Jefferson Conceição Gonçalves carrying on exactly as he did 4 years ago in Beijing. Superb goal to put Brazil 4-0 up. Quite uncanny ball skills straight through the legs of Ismail Kok. Delight for the coach of the Brazilian side, Ramon Pereira da Sousa. So far for them, everything going to plan. Ibrahim Ozam with the run and shot for the Turkish side, who've yet to threaten the Brazilian goal at all. I can't really recall the man on the ball there, Fabio, in the Brazilian goal, having to make more than, I think, one save in the first half. It's certainly been all Brazil. Real team effort. Jefinho knows exactly where Ricardinho is. Nonato on this side. Ricardinho may not need him. Could well have been 5.
Substitution for Turkey, leaving the field number 9, Karaman Terpetolu, replaced by 11, Abdullah Sumer.
The Brazilian side seemingly running through the Turkish defence at will. It's fun now that they've effectively secured this win. Still time on the clock. We can't really see Turkey scoring 4 goals. Stranger things have happened in sport. We don't want to tempt fate, but this is a Brazilian side who so far in attack have been imperious, and in defence have rarely been threatened. Well, it's good play from Ibrahim Ozam of Turkey. Rare foray into the Brazilian half, into the danger area for Brazil.
Substitution for Turkey, leaving the field number 10, Ibrahim Uzum, replaced by number 8, Vedat Yavuz.
Superb run by Ricardinho, and off for the first time all the way through that Turkish defence. He's a man who could have had 3 or 4 goals today had things gone slightly better for him. Stays at 4-0 with less than 9 minutes on the clock. Turkey shuffling their pack, rotating their team. Kubatoglu coming back on the field of play. Had a good first half. Kubatoglu for Turkey just came back on, of course. Strong player, effectively on his own against Casio Reyes. Ricardinho at the back of the Turkish defence, but that'll go for a corner. Reminder that France are coming up next against China. China victors over Turkey by 4-0 in their first game. Spain against Iran follows. And finally today on the programme, Argentina against Great Britain. Nonato. Jafinha finds Ricardinho, who's making good ground on the far right-hand side. Normally the domain of Jafinha, that right wing. Ricardinho now all over the pitch and testing Ismail Koch with that terrific shot from just outside the box. Quite a tussle between Ali Kavdar and Jafinho. Inside the box again. Unlucky. Just under 5 minutes to go.
Substitution for Turkey, leaving the field, the great Vedat Yavuz, on his place for the 7, Mujahid Hussein Uslu.
So Uslu back on the field of play. Vaduz taking a rest. This is Nonato. Well, that was Uslu in quite an earnest discussion with the official David Bryant of Great Britain. Brazil with a chance to increase their lead. Here's the man who buried one in the first half, Gabriel da Silva. So Ricardinho off for da Silva to come on. And as we saw in the first half, he can pack a punch from a penalty, putting one in the top corner and beating Ismail Koch. All ends up.
For Turkey, leaving the field, number 5, Ali Kavdar, replaced by 2, Mikhail Gucu.
Well, no such joy that time for da Silva. But certainly once he gets hold of them, as we've seen before in this competition, very little a goalkeeper like Koch can do to stop the power of that shot. Plenty of power in his tackling as well. Veteran of the last 2 Brazilian teams at the Paralympic Games that have won the gold medal in this event. Jafinho denied his hat-trick by the Turkish goalkeeper. Still time for another Brazilian score. 3.5 to go, just under. Göklu clearing his lines for Turkey. Da Silva. Finding Nonato. Good use the wall by Gabriel da Silva. Nonato could go the whole way. characteristic thundering tackle by De Silva. Saw a few of those the other day, as a few Frenchmen will attest. Quite a bit of leeway given by the referees when it does come to fouling, given the visual impairment, of course, these players are playing under. But having said that, I think most referees know exactly what is a simple spatial mistake and what is a clattering foul that one or two players in this tournament have been known to specialize in. Good play by the elusive Nonato. Ozlu, the Turkish player, I think trying to exchange shirts a bit early on in this match. Not long to go now. Emphatic 4-0 win for the Brazilian side. They love to make it 5. They haven't stopped attacking. Almost a rare chance there for the Turkish side, and Kubetoglu to threaten the Brazilian goal, which will be a rare occurrence in this game, certainly in the second half. For the final minute, Ricardinho coming back on to do his magic. Rather in the manner of a field kicker in American football, Gabriel De Silva's been coming on to take those penalties, give a few minutes and then disappear. Played most of the first game against France, just been taking the important kicks in this match against Turkey, because the likes of Jefinho, number 7, or Ricardinho, number 10, have been running the show for this Brazilian side, ably helped by the likes of Cássio Reis and Nonato, the number 8. Final shuffle of the pack from the Turkish coach Yücel Kaya. Mikhail Guklu going off, Ibrahim Uzum coming back on for the final few seconds of this game in Group B at the Riverbank Arena. So 3 more games to come today, rest day tomorrow, and then we return on Tuesday for the final games in Group A and Group B. Brazil playing China, France against Turkey, the second game on Tuesday, Spain against Argentina, and then finally Great Britain against Iran on Tuesday. And that, of course, will decide what exactly happens with the knockout phase, because the semi-finals are starting on Thursday. And then on Saturday, we have the playoff for 7th and 8th, 5th and 6th, followed by the bronze medal match, and finally the gold medal game here at the Riverbank Arena. Smart money on this Brazilian side to do it for the 3rd time in a row. Certainly, if they play like they've done today against Turkey, and if the likes of Nonato, Ricardinho, Jefinho, Cássio Reis, Gabriel De Silva maintain their form, they're going to be a hard side to beat. But competition, of course, as well from China, who recorded 4 goals in their first game, and also France, who looked very strong in their opening game against this Brazilian side. Home crowd, of course, will love Great Britain to do well in this match, having drawn their first game against Spain 1 apiece. Jefinho on the ball, but that's too late for him to record his 3rd goal. But an emphatic win for this Brazilian side. And these are the 3 guys who ran the show effectively for them today in a 4-0 win over a Turkey side who didn't really have too much to offer up front. Combative defending from the Turkish players, but outclassed in attack by the Brazilian side. featuring the likes of Ricardinho, Gabriel Silva, Jaffinho, Nonato. 4-0, the final result in this Pool B game. Rest day, as I say, tomorrow for these players, back again on Tuesday. Stay with us, we'll bring you the highlights in a few minutes' time after we've seen the players say their goodbyes and wave to the crowd.
Look forward to France versus People's Republic of China. If you are leaving, can I ask that you're safe as you leave the stadium by holding onto the handrail as you go down the stairs. Also, please use both sides of the staircase and listen out for any instructions from our stewards, because they are there to keep you all safe. Can I also ask you please to not stand on the seats, and make sure you keep the exits clear and don't stand or sit in the gangways. Please keep moving as you leave the stadium. There is no